Ibotta versus Fetch, two of arguably the most popular free cashback apps on the market. But which one of these cashback apps is going to save you more money at the grocery store? Short answer, it really depends on what your shopping habits are, and really using both is going to be to a shopper's advantage. But if you had to choose one, I would say for the average shopper who is not looking to spend any additional time looking for deals, Fetch is going to be your best option. But if you are looking to save the most money, even if that means putting a little extra time into it, Ibotta would be the best one to save money on your grocery shopping. Both apps I will link down below with a sign-up bonus if you use the link down below. But let's dive a little bit deeper into the features of both of these apps. Ibotta's primary feature is through cashback when you purchase specific items that are featured on their app. Think of it kind of like mobile coupons, but you get the money back after you've already paid for the product, and then you go submit the receipt in the app. How it works is you can open up the app, pick which store you are shopping at, and you can look through all of the cashbacks that they have for different products that they have at that specific store. Then you have to add that product to your account before you purchase the product to be able to get the cash back when you submit the receipt for that product. Then Ibotta will give you that cash back to your account. But in order for you to actually get that cash back out, you have to reach a minimum of $20 in cash back before you can cash out of the Ibotta app. How many times can I say cash out or cash back in this video? Someone needs to count and put it down in the comments. And through Ibotta, you can actually cash out in the form of gift cards directly through your bank account or through PayPal. So getting actual cash back is actually possible. Something newer on Ibotta is with specific stores, you can actually connect your rewards program within the store to your account, which means that you don't actually have to scan the receipt in order to get that cash back. If you connect your account and sometimes use either the card that's connected with that account, Ibotta will automatically know that you purchased specific items, but each store seems to be a little bit different in how that works, so just be careful about that. The only caveat to using that feature is that you have to make sure that you add a specific product to your account before you go purchase it. You can't just purchase the item and then assume that you're gonna get the cash back within the app. In my opinion, that's a little bit of a bummer just because it would be one less step to not have to unlock it. You could just go purchase it in the store. On top of that, if you just so happen to be buying a product that happens to be on the Ibotta app, you're not gonna get that cash back unless you know beforehand that it's on the Ibotta app. On top of Ibotta's already really great specific cash backs on specific products, so they also have bonuses if you were to buy multiple products, and that is to encourage you to redeem more within the app. For example, right now, if you were to purchase 2 Ollie products, you would get an additional $1 back within the app, or they have other promos where if you were to redeem a very general 12 to 15 products, you would get an additional $5 back or more. It kind of depends on the user, but that's just additional cash back. Most of the time when you open your Ibotta app, there are several, but what I call any offers, which gives you about 10 cents off if you were just to buy any product. Sometimes that's literally any product or any grocery receipt. Sometimes that's any bananas, any raspberries, any energy drinks. It's kind of just an incentive for you to use their app and use their platform. A lot of times you have to watch a very short ad to be able to get that 10 cents back. If you redeem for 1 10-cent off any purchase, it usually takes about 24 hours plus to get another one back in your account. I will have the Ibotta link down below. If you use the code VS2HHG, you'll actually get $10 back when you scan your first receipt. So check that out down below. Switching to Fetch Rewards. Fetch works very similarly to Ibotta in that you scan a receipt in return for cash back on specific products that they have featured on their app. Where it differs though is that there is no place to connect your store rewards with Fetch app, which means that it is 100% relying on you submitting your physical receipt to the app. And a pro for Fetch is that there's no adding a product to your account before you purchase the product and then submit the receipt to the app, which makes this an extremely simple process for the average grocery shopper. At the end of a grocery visit, you can just take your receipt, upload it. If you happen to have any offers that are within the app, it'll give it to you. If you don't, then it'll always give you at least 25 points. Fetch actually works on a point system as opposed to a specific dollar amount. For example, getting 3,000 points back on a specific purchase is going to be around $3 back in cash. And how this differs from Ibotta is that Fetch actually only cashes out in the form of gift cards. They have a large library of gift cards you can cash out for. The minimum threshold for you to cash out on Fetch is actually 3,000 points or $3, whereas on Ibotta it's $20. So there's a big difference there in terms of the minimum threshold to cash out. I'll also say that within Fetch, the best deals that they have are usually front and center on the front page when you open up the app, whereas in Ibotta, sometimes it takes a little searching to find the best deals. If you know the app pretty well, like I use use pretty regularly, so I know where to find the best deals. It makes it a little quicker, but that's just one way that Fetch can be a little bit more user-friendly than the Ibotta app. But compared to Ibotta, Fetch has significantly less deals within their app. Where Ibotta can have hundreds of deals depending on the area that you live in, Fetch typically has a max of 30 to 50, which usually makes cashing out within the Ibotta app a little bit easier than cashing out within the Fetch app, which makes getting to that $20 threshold for Ibotta a little bit easier than cashing out within the Fetch app. And that can usually make up for the extra time that you are putting into using the Ibotta app compared to the Fetch app. The Fetch app I'll have linked down below. If you use code GK8KE, you will get 2,000 points, which is about $2 back when you scan your first receipt. Oftentimes, both apps offer full cash back on featured products. These are oftentimes products that are new to the market that a company is trying to bring attention to. So through Ibotta and through Fetch, these companies give a full rebate back on these products so that a consumer can try them for free and hopefully buy them again in the future. But now let's really answer the question, which is better for saving money, Ibotta or Fetch? Overall, they both have their pros and cons. Where Ibotta's strength is usually larger cashback potential, Fetch makes up with ease of use. You can cash out in Ibotta for actual cashback into your bank account, whereas in Fetch, you can only cash out into gift cards. The real question you're going to have to ask yourself of which is going to save you money is which is more important to you. Is saving your time more important to you, or is saving more money more important to you? Because if your goal is to save more money, because Ibotta is going to have more savings potential, it's going to take you a little bit more time to get to that savings potential, whereas Fetch is going to take you significantly less time every time you use it, but you're still going to get cash back. I've been using both of these apps for years. I've been using Ibotta since 2014 when I was in college. Fetch I've been using since before COVID. And in my opinion, you can use both of these apps to really save money on store purchases, which is what I do. I oftentimes scan a receipt into both the Ibotta app and the Fetch app, which is certainly allowed, and that really helps me maximize my savings. Here are some of my tips to save the most money using both Fetch and Ibotta. Tip number one is to save and double check your receipts. Even when you submit a receipt for an offer, don't throw out that receipt quite yet. Although I have found with my experience that both Fetch and Ibotta do a very good job of verifying your cash back, occasionally there are some times when they miss a cash back. So holding on to that receipt until that cash back is verified is going to make sure that you get the most potential in your savings. The second tip is to scan weekly for new offers in both apps. Ibotta reportedly updates their app every Thursday, and Fetch reportedly updates their app every Wednesday. That means on each of those days, they are potentially coming out with new offers, and on top of that, they may be refreshing offers that you already used that past week so you could potentially use them again. And that brings me to my third tip, is to look out for reoccurring offers. So like I said, a lot of these offers refresh every week, which means that you can redeem for the same product more than once. Especially if you like to stock up on a certain product, this is a great way to save some extra money. Tip number 4 is to do your meal planning around what is on sale in the store and what cashbacks you can get within Ibotta and Fetch. Getting in the habit of purchasing and meal planning around what is on sale versus what you are craving or feeling like eating is a great habit to get into in order to save the most money. Tip number 5 is to keep an eye on special offers. Both apps regularly have products where you can earn a much higher rate back than they normally give back on a typical product. Doing a check even once a week within these apps to see what special offers they have can make sure that you are getting the best bang for your buck. Super simple example, every once in a while, Fetch will give an offer. Even if you just scan a single receipt, they will give you a bonus of 300 points. That is a significantly higher rate than the normal 25 points that they give back per receipt. It is an extremely easy way to get some extra points and get some extra cash back. Both Ibotta and Fetch often regularly have free products that they offer within their apps. So always keep an eye out for those free products. Tip number 6 is to stack your offers with the sales. You can oftentimes get some amazing deals if you stack sales in your stores with offers in the Ibotta app. I, on occasion, not recently, have ventured into Whole Foods, which some people call whole paycheck. And for me, the way I justified going and shopping at Whole Foods was that I was only purchasing items within either Ibotta or Fetch that were on sale and had a decent rebate on them and were obviously products that I was going to be using. Oftentimes, I got an extremely good deal on things that would normally can be very expensive in Whole Foods. For me, this was kind of a treat because I don't often let myself splurge outside of our normal grocery shopping list, but I did get to try some really cool products that I wouldn't normally have bought. On top of that, sometimes you can use a manufacturer coupon with either the Fetch or Ibotta app to really triple up those savings. But you have to look out for, especially on the Ibotta app, they've gotten a little bit more strict about using manufacturer coupons on top of offers within the Ibotta app. So definitely keep an eye out on the little disclaimer in the bottom, but you can really maximize your savings by really stacking up those offers, sales, and coupons. Tip number 7 is to not miss out on that welcome bonus. For new users in both Ibotta and Fetch, they require you to scan a receipt to get your welcome bonus. And that bonus meaning that cash back that you get just when you sign up for the app using my welcome code when you register for the app. But you have to do it within a certain period of time in order to actually get that welcome bonus. For example, Ibotta requires you to redeem for a single offer within 15 days of registering for the app in order for you to get that $10 bonus. So definitely don't miss out on that. If you enjoyed this video, check out my video on the top 3 apps that I use to scan my receipts that have made me hundreds of dollars back just by scanning my receipts. Thank you guys so much for subscribing and liking this video down below. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.